Kellie Poole, ID number 3427415, Fall 2019, Introduction to Veterinary Technology. This is canine lateral recumbency for a lateral saphenous venipuncture. We use this arm to control her head, push it towards my shoulder. Use this one up and over inside of her chest to grab the inside front leg. I'm going to take this arm to go around her flank and grab her inside hind leg. Roll her towards my body, gently down onto the table, rolling her into lateral recumbency where she's lying on her side, making sure to keep control of the downed legs, the ones on the inside. Okay? I'm going to keep pressure on her neck as well as right in front of her flank to make sure that she cannot roll into sternal position. Okay? Now at this point we're going to get ready to do the lateral saphenous venipuncture. I'm going to release her back leg, grab her other hind leg to get ready to take the venipuncture. The lateral saphenous vein is located on the lateral surface of the hind leg just above the hock. So in order to occlude the vein, I'm going to grab behind her stifle joint in order to provide better visualization as well as control of the leg for the person drawing the blood. As soon as the person has drawn the blood, I'm going to release the back leg and help the dog to stand up and gain their footing. So we're going to release this back leg, hold control over her head, and release the front leg, put this arm underneath her head, and then help her to regain her footing. And that's canine lateral recumbency for a lateral saphenous venipuncture. This is canine sternal recumbency for a cephalic venipuncture. I'm going to be using my arm to control her head this whole time, and then I'm going to be putting her into sternal recumbency. I'm going to push down on her stifles here to have her sit, and then I'm going to take control of her front legs and gently guide her down onto the table into sternal recumbency. For sternal recumbency, that means she's laying on her chest, resting on the surface that I would like her to rest on. Once we're in this position, I'm going to make sure to guide her head away from the leg where my partner is going to be drawing blood. I'm going to put my palm behind her elbow to extend out the leg, and then I will occlude the cephalic vein. The cephalic vein is located on the cranial surface of the front leg. Once I have occluded the vein, I'm going to laterally turn my thumb in order to better visualize the vein and apply better pressure. Once the blood has been drawn from the vein, and my partner tells me to, I will release pressure on the cephalic vein. And then once everything is done, I will release the front leg and then help my dog to gain a foot again. Feline lateral recumbency for a medial saphenous venipuncture. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to scruff my cat, okay, and I'm going to use my arm to scoop up her back legs, and the scruffing arm is going to support her spine as I put her into lateral recumbency. So she's in lateral recumbency, she's resting on her side, and we're going to get ready to do the medial saphenous venipuncture. The medial saphenous vein is located on the medial side of the rear leg. In order to occlude the medial saphenous vein, you're going to be holding the right hind limb and the tail, and you're going to put pressure against the left hind leg. Then you're going to have your partner come in and hold out the hind leg for control as well as access to the medial saphenous vein. You're going to make sure that you keep control of the cat and occlude the vessel at the same time. Once your partner is done, they're going to release the left hind leg, and it will allow you to take your cat out of lateral recumbency. So I'm going to release her back legs, support her spine back up into the standing position, and then I'm going to release the scruff, and she is now standing. And that's feline lateral recumbency for a medial saphenous venipuncture. Feline sternal recumbency for a cephalic venipuncture. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to scruff my cat, making sure that my thumb is pointing towards the posterior end of the cat. I'm going to push her bottom down, put her in the sitting position. Then I'm going to gently pull her front legs forward until she's in the sternal position. At this point, I'm going to push her head away from where my partner is going to be standing while still keeping her scruffed. Okay, I want to make sure that she's sternal, her chest is resting on the table, and that her body is straight against mine. I'm going to now occlude the cephalic vein. The cephalic vein is located on the cranial surface of the front leg. So I'm going to use my palm to extend out her leg and use my thumb to occlude the cephalic vein. While I occlude it, I'm going to laterally turn my thumb for better visualization as well as pressure on the cephalic vein. While my partner is drawing the blood, I will keep the vein occluded. When they tell me to let up, I will let up off the vein while still keeping control of her front leg. Once they are done, I will remove my hold on her front leg, have her stand up and remove the scruff, and have her in a standing position. And that is feline sternal recumbency for a cephalic venipuncture.